the sun. Oh, this is beautiful. Love it.
Save these for the trail.
Hello? Is this person sitting there relevant? The person sitting with another dead body, is this relevant? Are we just ignoring that? Oh, he's not dead, he's sleeping. Okay, this is the completely different story.
Was supposed to check in.
He was just sleeping. I literally thought there was a guy sitting with a dead body right next to him. Just sleeping. Investigate the camp. I see plot. Not relevant. I see a bunny. Not relevant. A Banook. Here? This is rare, I would say. And he's crying? Okay, also not relevant. Ah, behind the fire.
It looks like there was a scuffle here, but no body. If someone dragged Nassan off, there should be tracks. Oh, here we are. Let's see where they went.
Okay, we just ignore the crying Banook in the middle of nowhere. Don't you worry, little fox. For now, I'm done with killing. Oh,
and one of these. The Shadow Karja outpost.
Alright.
Let's hope Nassan is inside.
I was wondering, should I be careful here? I'm supposed to be careful here, right? Yeah, I'm careful here. Okay, there's a fire in there. Alright. Can I see you? Oh, yeah, I see you. Oh, it's even better without a sandstorm here.
She went that way.
But who noticed that? Who should have noticed that? Why did you notice that? You didn't notice anything. Stop pretending. Oh. Hello. You could notice something. Damn. Sometimes I can be a good shot. What about you guys? See. Huh? One by one. Can I see you? Or are you? You're walking away, but...
I don't think that lar's napping.
Where are you going, my friend? Can't see you. Nah. Okay. Maybe from the left side. I can come a little closer. Like this.
They won't see it coming.
I didn't want to do this. I actually wanted to. Okay. Well, what a bummer. Anyone noticed? No? Alright. Oh god, there were a few more than... Oh god, there were quite a few more than I was hoping for. Fog air. Fog air. Oh, can I get up here? Huh. There's so many in there. Should I maybe take care of these first? Oh god, I'm so good!
You're not gonna like this.
Shit, that was not so good. No! Problematic. Very problematic. Yep. Are they coming for me now? Over here? I'm not sure. No? Okay, you guys are very stupid sometimes. I have a horrible resources management at this point. Okay. How did that happen? What hurt me here?
Off you go.
Shit, they're up both. Coming now.
Did the sun blind my eyes? They're gone.
I'm gonna check that out.
Okay, the other one turned around again. This is wonderful. Can't see him there. Okay, bye. Sure, little quick save. I mean, do I have to kill them all?
That doesn't kill me. I'm down.
No, we did kill them all. At least
They've gotten Hassan all right. He needs help.
Let's try this again. I'll keep it simple since you're obviously feeble. What were you doing out by the fork?
It was a picnic. With your mother.
I think he's trying to hurt your feelings. Won't work. My mother loves a good picnic.
Be that as it may, we're not getting anywhere.
That's all right. I don't mind breaking a few of his bones.
You can
How
see
many
them.
do you think we'll
They
have to
can't
crack
see you.
to make him squeal?
if he's coming for me, he
He's
can't
got
see me.
spirit. Might take
See?
7.
He's coming for
All
me.
right. I'm taking wagers.
Nothing yet.
Too far away. Is he coming out of here?
I'm going in.
You have to freaking kidding me. Okay, on the other side, we just can do it this way.
Let's try this again. I'll keep it simple since you're obviously feeble. What were you doing out by the fork?
It was a picnic. With your mother.
I think he's trying.
Oh, crap! That doesn't kill me.
Oh shit.
The word of Shire. I'm down. No more.
Come on, come on! Eee!
Who knows where she went? Search is on.
Oh, shit.
Got that one.
Oh,
Flank
come
your
on.
foe. That hurt.
Yep. Yep. That hurt. Final words, once again, very eloquent final words. That hurt. Hi. Who are you again? I mean, I'm happy to save you.
Kindy,
I just forgot why.
Let's get you out of here.
I thought that old salt had abandoned me. Guess I owe him a slap on the back. Come on, this way.
I want to loot. Be careful. I want to loot first. I mean, you don't have to be careful. I pretty much killed them all.
Can't carry more.
I just have too much. I don't use my resources. This is a problem, apparently. Where did you go now? Where did you go? Oh, okay, somewhere over there. Let me just save. She just went down here, or I think he climbed down here. Ew. No, down. Come on, you will be fine. Okay. Jesus, how did you make it down here? Are you fucking kidding me? I will not survive that. I need to find a safer way down. I don't know why you had to do it this way, my friend. I need to find a safer route. I know how you climbed down there. I'm pretty sure I won't be able to do so. Ah! How did you manage to get down there so quick? I really should have stuck with them. Ah! Oh God, why is he? Why is he standing down there? Totally stupid. Oh, at least I can pick some flowers. Yeah, I know he's still waiting there. It's not my fault. I really hope I can get there now. Somehow, kinda. Maybe it's time for a little bath again. Ah, now I see. Yeah, okay. There was a way to get down there. I didn't see that. How was I supposed to know? Like, could just use my rope. Well, I choose the not cool way. Like I always do. In real life.
Kindy told me about the cause. Did you lose the shipment?
No, it's hidden nearby. There's a lot of hungry people in Sunfall that will be happy to see it.
Good. Now, listen. When you head back to Meridian, talk to a noble named Ravon. If you're honest with him, I think he'll help.
Beg a high blood for help? Ugh. But after everything you've done, I can't refuse. But for now, I'm bound for Sunfall. Be safe.
So do you.
Need them?
Oh, is Raven again? Oh, we picked this up here. Okay, just wasn't sure anymore. Convenient. You have to talk with Aaron here anyway, so... Campfire. Campfire fast travel! You just get a little tired. But yeah, not so much longer. Maybe towards the 4 hours again. Talking to this guy because of this one quest, talking to Aaron, and we'll see. Oh, still thirsty. Still thirsty. Still not there? Okay, I mean it has to load Meridian. It's big. I get it. Takes you a little. Your protector outfit protects against melee attacks. It's time for a new outfit. This is actually what I was thinking at one point. I was actually thinking about, I picked up several new, it's not called upgrades, the things I can put into my weapons and my outfits and it makes them better. Modifications. I picked up several modifications at one point and I was like, hey, maybe I should check them out. And then my brain was like, oh no, maybe you should get a new outfit first. But that didn't happen so far. Maybe a little shopping trip here in Meridian as soon as I talk to this guy. Oh, that was because of the sword, and I was supposed to bring the sword back, and then the person who died the sword was like, yeah, I bring the sword back when you get my man back. Okay, yeah, now I remember.
A man named Nassan came to see me, and we came to an arrangement. I think many in Sunfall will benefit from it. All this from a stolen sword. As they say, follow the shadow, and you'll find a flame.
This is what it say. Well, I'm happy I completed this quest now. Hello, dear sir. You have an outfit for me? Oh, you actually have outfits. I'm at the right person here. At the right place with the right person. Okay, I already got that one. Oh, no charger heart. Wait, I don't have this one? I thought I had this one, but apparently I don't have. I have this one. Okay, how about this one then? As long as I'm still in Carger area. Kinda. Yeah. Sure. Come on, give it to me. Yeah. Equip. Wonderful. Do I have anything to sell? I really struggling with my capacity right now. I mean, so many of these. Why do I have so many of these? Crafting items. Okay, but I also need this for crafting. I definitely do not need 8 of you. And I don't need so many of you. Sell multiple, please. Yeah. Watcher lance, watcher lance. Why do I have a million watcher lances? Chill water, also so much. I mean, hardly brings any money. Okay. I mean, 93. Maybe I'm good for now. I guess the rest is... Maybe I need the stuff for outfits? Maybe I should buy more outfits. That sounds like a good idea. Maybe I should buy more outfits. I mean, I don't have to wear them already. But I also don't have this one? Ah, the charger heart. Yeah, okay, I remember now. Why does it only have two? Ah, okay, you have 3 modifications, but you're the only one that has 3 modifications for whatever reason. Yeah, the green ones, the uncommon ones. I mean, if I spend some money, I spend some money for the good stuff. I don't want to spend any more money though right now. I'm good. Let me just... Crafting. Crafting. Modify outfits. Modify this outfit. What do we have here? We have a lot of the same. Several times. This is on this... No, I didn't want to equip you. I actually wanted to get rid of you. Oh, well, fuck me. Apparently it doesn't work here. Resist ranged attacks. Yeah. Sure. Can do. What else do we have? Resist melee attacks, resist shock, resist ranged attacks. Oh, okay. Fire? Do you struggle with fire a lot? It's more the ice. I think it's a problem. Like with the birds, it always depends on what I'm fighting against. Go with the ice for now. The birds and their eyes. I have 2 skill points. What am I going for at the moment? I'm not sure. While aiming to net an additional arrow. Heavy spear attacks deal increased damage when Aloy's health is low. Well, traps and tripwires can now be disarmed and reused. It would be actually kind of helpful. Weapon and coils, outfit weaves can be removed and reused. But it wasn't able, it's not able at this point. Craft additional ammo from the same amount of resources. I really don't struggle with resources at the moment. Assemble resources. Gather resources. Wasn't there somewhere more item space? Increases resources inventory at 20%. Yeah, honestly. I actually could need this, apparently. So I just go with Traveler for now. Goody, I think. Yes, here I would like to go. Is it still a main? It's still a main quest. I don't have... Sorry, I don't have a full set of anything. I'm so close with the flowers here. And a cup. 2 cups. And the figures, but no, at this point, no full set. Well then, let's talk to Aaron's. Oh, there was something. Where? Is it down here? I want to read. Let me read. Is it this? No, I don't know. Ah, there.
Must have been a lot to take her down.
The Liberation. A new history lesson. If you want to pee or grab some food, here's a chart. The Liberation of Meridian. An official account transcribed by the Reckoners of the Sun priests and marked with the emblems of truth by exacting Varen who witnessed these events. In the 21st year of the 13th Sun King Jiran's reign, the twilight time of his madness, the Sun King's own favorite hire was put to death. The radiant Cataman's crime was to demand an end to his father's acts of bloodshed, and his sacrifice set that end in motion. Jiran's second hire, the Radiant Avard, fled Meridian at dusk with his honor-guarded soldiers loyal to him over the Sun King. All night they traveled northwards, knowing that come the dawn they would be branded as traitors and marked for death. So it was that when Jiran made that proclamation, they had already traveled far, and in time they did reach the edge of the Sun Dome and cross into Oseram territory. For Avad was canny and planned to negotiate terms with the Oseram. He knew he had an ally among them, Erzer, a fierce Oseram warrior with whom Avad had a long and unusual history. 2 years earlier, Erzer had been brought to Meridian as a captive destined for sacrifice. But she survived the Sun Ring, killing 2 castrels by her own hand. Thus did she earn the honor of being made a palace slave, and in this role came to know Prince Avad. A rare friendship was formed, and Avad conspired to free his friend, who returned at once to the Oseram homeland. Now, desperate for allies, Avad sought out the Oseram he had helped to free. Erzer had ties to the warlords and freebooters who resisted the Red Raids. With Erzer's might and Avard's keen strategy, they could raise a war bond and move to overthrow Jiran. And as a rightful heir to the throne of the Sun, Avad hoped to inspire many of his people to rebel, so sparing Meridian from a drawn-out war. After months of preparation, Avad and his allies crossed the border and marched on Meridian. As word of their advance spread, many Carter soldiers fled back to the city, laid down their arms, or even joined the liberators. Yet wise Avad knew that Jiran's faithful would defend Meridian to the last man, even sacrifice the lives of its citizens if it would hold the holy city against siege. He found castrels and city guard already set in on the walls, ready to face arrow and shot. But Avad's Oseram allies had brought new weapons never seen beneath the sun, thundering cannons strong as machines. Avad permitted them to fire their salvos on the outer walls, bringing many defenders down with great carnage. As the smoke clears, the liberators attacked in 3 groups. One scaled the walls beneath the Temple of the Sun. Another took to the aqueducts of the palace, while the main force overcame the barricade city gates with cannon fire. These were the final blasts fired at the holy city, as Avad forbade any further destruction. In the streets, too many scenes of brutality and chaos played out to recount. Among the terrible miasma of blood and smoke, the Sun Ring slave pits were opened and hundreds spilled out, desperate to escape. Many of Jiran's supporters seized their chance to flee with the fleet of unfortunates. The day had turned, and seeing his forces much reduced, the Sun King Jiran ordered his trusted kestrels, taking Itaman, his sole remaining heir, from the city. Hales, terror of the sun, cleaved a path through the meridian from east to west, striking down all in his way, ally and foe alike. The savagery of Hales and his crystals could not be matched, and so it was that Itaman, his mother, the dowager queen Nasari, and the high sun priest behaviors escaped. Avad confronted Jiran in his solarium. Solarium? He had hoped his father would answer for his crimes honorably. Sorry, it's getting late. Long text, tired Rose, getting late. But seeing this could not be so, with great anguish he struck him down. As the murder of a true Sun King is an unthinkable act and surely would plunge the world into shadow, Jiran's death proved that the sun had renounced his legitimacy. Yes! Sun had turned to shadow on the throne of Meridian, and it was Avad's light that drove the shadow out of the west, where it remains to this day. So was the cycle of things corrected in the first year of the regime of the 14th Sun King, the Radiant Avad. Long text, but actually interesting information. Especially the first part, like how he met Ursa. Oh no, this is not a long ass text. I really want to. I'm so interested in the background. It just got late. It's another. Oh god, man. Okay, but come on. This is a title. This is an interesting title for some piece of history. The Mad Sun King. The regime of the Mad Sun King. Be warned, reader. That is a true account of the Mad Sun King Jiran's acts. These cliffs are plotted and plot. See, this is how you keep a reader. Truly, the savageries committed can barely be recounted, so pray to the cleansing sun for yourself and the teller of these tales. Go ahead and pray for me, dear listeners. You will learn of the grievous wounds inflicted on foreign lands in the reaping of sacrifice, the Red Raids. For the Mad Sun King would order a whole generation cut from each village, so they might more willingly supply sacrifices and be hard-pressed to field fighting men on the next raid. The Utaro, who sought to appease with gifts of grain, were slaughtered in such number that upon the following harvest, the maize grew black and blue with the blood of the dead. Against the Oseram, the terror of the sun piled the corpses of the fallen up to the walls of their villages, so his kestrel's mind clamber upon the dead to enter. Fuck off. And in the valley of the barbarian, oh god, we really are the barbarians everywhere. And in the valley of the barbarian Nora, terrors of the savage east, such savagery ensued that the trees were dropped with corpses hung as grim warnings. Should you wish to read of the Mad King's depredations against his own people, your curiosity will not go unsated. Within our accounts of the deaths of those sentenced to the Sun Ring, listed in such detail you might think it reported by their own shattering skulls once piled outside the city gates. Nor will you find a more harrowing account of his massacre of the Hunter's Launch. Reading these accounts, you might imagine yourself among its brave hogs as they fought to the last, bloodying the sand from dawn till dusk, or perhaps in the crowds, as the lucid Bethamorts careened through the sands with the crashing of wood and bone. All this crazy blood-telling did the Mad Sun King take, and with his pitiless gaze, indeed, he would not even look away from the goring of his own son in that ring of death. Yes, fair-haired catamount of the dawn's rising, so degraded and doomed for the crime of standing against his father. Such a true and complete account of the Mad Sun King's Jiran's miseries cannot be found in the history annals or heard from the reckoners of the Sun Priest. It is with a heavy heart that I scribe these events, leaving out not shocking detail, but my depth is so history, and to you, brave reader. Okay, can I take 5 more steps before the next text appears? Where am I walking towards to? Have I been here before? I'm not sure. Let me pass. Oh, hi.
Greetings, Aloy.
Who are you?
I am known as Blameless Murad. Please come with me. You're needed for an important consultation.
What do you mean? Where's Erend?
He's inside, attending the Sun King, where we should be without further delay. Follow me, please.
All of these people are here to see the Sun King.
Yes, and each has come to ask a favor of him. Unpleasant, but that's politics. The Sun King is eager to meet you, the machine tamer with a curious eye for detail. It's all very intriguing.
I'm not here to intrigue you.
Too late.
First the Oseram
So I'm meeting the Sun King right now. Good thing I changed my clothes.
interest could the Sun King have in her?
It's the most fanciest Carter attire I think I was able to find.
I've been here for 2 hours, and this Nora goes to the front of the line.
Oh, you are one of the
Ignore them.
Oh,
Nobles are like children who whine when they don't get a second helping of dessert.
What's the Sun King like?
The most important thing is what he isn't like. His father. I think you'll find him to be a reasonable man.
If you say so. Hi!
Aloy of the Nora. She who sees the unseen. Welcome. It would seem you have done me a great service. Erend, tell her what you found.
I checked Ursa's tomb. You were right, Aloy. The body is missing a scar below her right knee. I gave it to Ursa when we were kids, fighting over a toy sword.
If the body is not Ursa's, then we must assume she is still alive. And I will not abandon her.
We only know she was taken, not who took her.
I can help with that. Ursa has an enemy among the Oseram. A warlord named Dervahl.
Impossible. Every clan in the claim has been hunting for him since the liberation. He has to be dead by now.
No other
Yeah,
Oseram
well.
have the motive and ingenuity to lure Ursa into this trap. I expect to find him lurking somewhere near the border. I've already sent an agent to investigate.
You're
He'll be
racing, aren't
waiting for
you?
word from us at the marketplace in Pitchcliff.
I can't move troops to the
Oh
border.
no, why did you
without
guys get
provoking
ASIC?
the Oseram. But I could send a few vanguardsmen. And perhaps an exceptionally gifted Nora as well.
Are you not acing anymore?
Erend,
Are we
Murad,
flooding?
let me discuss it with her privately.
Okay, they were... Oh god, maybe I'm just really getting tired. I had a feeling there were
I hate to
asynchronous for a
impose
sec.
further after all you've done. But
will
this
be
is a
better.
matter of great importance to me.
It sounds like Ursa means a lot to you.
Yeah, friends.
Without
we
her
learned this.
Oseram vanguard, I would not have been able to liberate Meridian and end my father's brutal reign.
Oh, this was called
Since then,
rain.
it has been difficult to maintain peace between our tribes. But Ursa has a way of making her people see reason. So you see, I need her back at my side. And quickly.
Who is Dervahl exactly?
To understand Dervahl, you must first understand my father. He truly thought of himself as a sun god. His mind was broken.
To put it nicely.
He believed that blood sacrifice would solve, well, everything. So he raided the other tribes for victims, especially the Oseram. Dervahl fought back. He crafted powerful weapons and rallied his people. My father responded with the ultimate cruelty. He captured Dervahl's wife and daughter and sacrificed them in the Sun Ring.
So, why would Dervahl go to so much trouble to kidnap Ursa?
He felt she betrayed him. She fought by his side until she realized he planned to raise Meridian and butcher its people. Then she came to me. Together, we stopped him and liberated the city from my father. Dervahl has spent every moment since trying to get revenge. Mostly on the other Oseram who fought with us. He made so many powerful enemies, I thought we'd seen the last of him. I was wrong.
I'd like to ask you something about the Sundom and its politics.
By all means.
They call you a sun god who killed his own father in order to unite the tribes in harmony. Is any of it true?
They say you can see the invisible, split an arrow at 50 paces, and tame machines at a glance. How much of that is true?
It's not too far off.
Well, I would like to unite the tribes in harmony, but you saw how many courtiers I have to deal with first. Maybe next week.
He's one charming, handsome Sun King.
Quite a place you've got here. You can almost see the little people below the mesa.
You don't approve? Well, I have a secret for you. Neither do I. But we must be patient. Change won't come in a single sunrise.
But will it happen at all, while men live in palaces?
It might. Eventually. If people like you help me bring it about.
Your politics seem very complicated. The Oseram are friends, but enemies too?
I couldn't have liberated Meridian without the help of Ursa and her Oseram freebooters. Many of them have settled here. But the Ealdormen of the Oseram clans in the Claim have become jealous of their success. So have many Karja nobles. It's a volatile situation, especially given the fact that my father raided the Oseram for years. Ursa helps keep the peace, promising a future based on mutual gain. But some, like Dervahl, will never let go of their venom.
What can you tell me about the Shadow Karja? What do they have to do with Ursa?
They are remnants of my father's regime, holding out at the fortress of Sunfall to the west. Like him, they care only for domination, and seek to draw upon the power of the sun by spilling blood in its name. Since Ursa helped me take this city from them, they were perfect scapegoats. Dervahl knew this, of course, and planned it well.
Alright. Think I got all I need?
I need to get going.
And time is
I
short.
know. Well, they say kings should never beg. But please, help me find Ursa.
Who says that?
Murad, for one. Don't hesitate to ask him or Erend if you have further questions.
Okay. Oh, let me scan your book very quick. Founding of Meridian, more history! We're almost done. Okay, no, we still got a few. The founding of Meridian. We are Karja. In us is the blood of those led by Ahriman from persecution and pursuit so long ago. Out of the savage east we came, guardians of a treasure greater than land or metal, the leaves of the old ones. Ahriman found the leaves. Hello, Charlie Brown. Splendid evening to you. Good to see you. I hope you're doing good. I'm doing great. We're just learning something about the founding of Meridian. Ahriman found the leaves in a rune picked out by a beam of sunlight, and he recognized at once their importance. Within was attached the first teaching of how to observe the sun, to recognize its guardians, and to understand the place of man. From out of the leaves came the first glyphs, the first writing, so our knowledge could last longer than voices. But when our forefathers offered to share this gift, they were driven out by those they had once called tribesfolk. These ones feared to have the light of knowledge brought to bear on their ignorance or were jealous of its power. And so began the long wandering of our people, trusting only that the sun would guide them and deliver them from the barbarian tribes, aka the Nora. The path was hard and marked by the stones of families who fell along the wayside, even Ahriman's own. The persecution was unceasing from those without purpose, only the desire to debase and destroy. But the faith of the Karja was rewarded with a distant vision. A tower like a solid ray of the sun, holding on the horizon, flashing. Even as their enemies descended upon them, Ahriman followed the flight of the Kalintharks, leading his people through looming canyons and teeming jungles. Again, they saw the tower so close now it seemed to reach to the very sun itself, and they saw that the Kalintharks perched upon it. Beheld in the light of the sun, the tower, the spear, cast its long shadow upon a mazer across the verdant valley. Ahriman knew they had found their haven for the tribe, as this was a place shunned by those without his faith, who covered covered from the magnificence of the spear are the shining feathers of the Glinthawks. He named this place Meridian, from a passage in the leaves, and the tribe settled in the protection of the Great Macer. They found the site was blessed in every respect, carving the cliff houses from the boundaries, resources, and its time from the red rock of the Macer itself, crowning it with the first columns of the City of the Sun. Truly, the sun gave much to the descendants of our forefathers, granting Meridian great harvest and prosperity, and the bounds of the Sun Dome for as far as its light touched. In time, seeing Meridian shields us from the dark arrows and plots of our foes, other foreigners brought trade and tribute. Holy Meridian! Without spear and sun, there would be no Meridian, but now and forevermore it stands as monument to both. And the glory of Araman and the founders is reflected in you and each Sun King of the Radiant Line and the noble houses of the Sun Court. Got really learning a lot today, right? Next Wednesday we will have a little test about the history of the culture in Meridian.
I've never heard anyone.
Everyone who fails, I don't know, has to give pop subs. I've been told I should talk to you with some questions.
So, I thought Ursa was dead. And I thought Dervahl was dead. Dead doesn't seem to mean what it used to. Or maybe I'm just an ass. Whatever.
Both.
All I know is that it's time to find my sister and get some payback. I hope Murad's guy grabs us a lead.
Did Ursa ever tell you anything about Dervahl?
Well, we were both under his command for a while. Sort of. Helped him recruit an army to take out the mad Sun King. But then he got real creepy with Ursa. Needless to say, she wasn't interested, but he wouldn't let it go. Not to mention the fact that we realized he wanted to murder every Karja, not just the bad ones. Long story short, he's a grazer-licking dungbag.
Okay, time to kill him then. Do you like this game? It's my second playthrough, so I already knew I liked it, but it's really been a few years and I hardly remember anything, and it's really fun again. As someone who's really into open world games, I can totally recommend it, and yeah, I'm enjoying my second playthrough of this great game.
Avad seems committed to finding your sister.
Yeah, those two got along. And some people say they shacked up, but I don't buy it. Seems a little skinny for her. Oh, okay, some bad images are forming in my head. Let's just focus on finding her. And kicking Dervahl's ass.
What? You don't want to think about the Sun King having sex with your sister?
I'd better go.
Weird.
Don't stand me up in Pitchcliff, okay? Ursa needs us.
Yeah. Oh no, there is more history. Okay, let me talk to you
Aloy,
first.
How can I be of service?
It's obvious that you're an advisor to the Sun King, but what is it you do exactly?
Whatever is needed.
Advising.
Of course.
Are you always so evasive?
It depends.
You were right about Avad. He seems genuine.
He is the Sun King. I serve him the best I can. What else would you have me say?
Huh. Did you serve the last one as best you could too?
Well, I served him to his enemies. It was the best I could do for the Sundom.
What did you do?
Nothing I could be blamed for.
Alright.
Sounds to me like you're a spy.
There are many helpful voices in the Sundom and beyond. I like to think of myself as a good listener.
So why do they call you Blameless Murad?
Well, it depends on who you mean by they, and what they might wish to blame me for.
Talking to you is tiring.
So they say.
Yeah, he said he's a good listener, not a good talker.
What will I find at the border?
An outpost full of Oseram, most of whom want nothing to do with Dervahl. Still, he inspires great loyalty in those who fought with him against the last Sun King. He will not be caught alone. And don't forget, he is a master craftsman. Nothing delights him more than his dangerous toys.
What makes you so sure Dervahl did this to Ursa?
I don't care for sure or certain. I prefer likely or probably. How many Oseram are clever enough for this ruse? Capable of building the weapon you described? Who hate Ursa so? More than one? Not likely.
That sounds a
Durval.
little mean.
Quite probably.
Even if people think he's dead.
Like,
That is surely another reason to be suspicious of certain words.
the first question, like, how many Oseram are smart enough for that? That sounded a little racist. But yeah, the other questions are valid, and I also believe it's him, even though I once again do not remember.
I have to go.
Then you must.
I have more history to learn. What is it? The Sun Kings. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Reading really gets a little difficult after 4 hours of streaming, and it's really getting late, but I'm doing my best here. The Sun Kings. The Chronicle of the Sun Kings. The founder, Ahriman, who guided our forefathers, what we just learned, remember, again, there will be a pop quiz next week, who guided our forefathers from the shadows of the savage east into the fastness of the Mesa Valley, and who, reading the signs of sun and shadow both, delivered them to the side of Holy Meridian. The bounteers, I don't know this word, Amavad, who oversaw the clearing and sowing of the royal Mesalands so that none who walked in the sun's favor should go hungry again, who cut back the jewel to claim the rich estate lands for the first houses of the Sun Court, the far-seeing Sarain, who expanded the Sun's dominion to the north, south, and east, setting a gate at Bright Market Harbor, and who before the sun at its highest proclaimed these lands would be known as the Carja Sun Dome, so by the light it was good. Generous Juvedon, who stocked the metal markets with the spoils of his own trampler hunts, and who allowed trade from north and south, even permitting outlanders the gift of the counting cliffs so they might understand more than simple barter. Savarad, for whatever reason, okay, the Pilgrim Sun King. I was irritated because, you know, everyone. Okay, Savarad, the Pilgrim Sun King, whose tower was raised to the top of the Ridge of Vials and who crossed the great waters of the daybreak so the Sun Dome might extend even further, and to honor this passage had the great blazon arc raised on the far shores. Bald Iruth, who saw the sun's passing into the west as a challenge and forged after it with a great army to be pushed back 3 times at the great canyonlands that would be known as the Daunt, until on the 3rd time his cohort broke through and were vanished in the lands beyond. Prudent Bassadit, who had the medal of his fallen brother thrust upon him suddenly, who ordered the construction of the fortress of Sunfall and the garrison at Blazon Arc, declaring the land beyond in the Forbidden West, I said it again, where only the sun may go. Kuvadin, the Returner, who strove to bring civilization to the savage east, but returned after many strenuous endeavors, saying it was no longer fit for the people of the sun, and called for the building of great towers and walls to this wild land might be observed safely. Oh, right, Kuvadin, all right. Rainan the Firebird, who saw the Sun Dome suffer unprovoked attack by the Tenakath horde, and who against the protest of his advisors accompanied his army to confront them. Under the sun he claimed victory, though he was so greatly scared he wore his blazon helmet from that day. Nahasis, who was a hunter as much as a Sun King and called for the proudest men of the noble houses to prove themselves in competition beneath the sun, and those who felt the greatest machines would be situated as the first Sunhawk and Hawks of the Hunter Lodge. They illuminated Marsit, who the sun visited with visions so vivid and grand. He commissioned many statues and frescoes of his visage in Meridian, and for his summer palace in the Sunfall had a great citadel raised, where he remained painting until he took deathly ill from his own pigments. Hythis, elder brother of Marsit, who had agreed each family with a suitable male child should submit the child in service of the sun domes, some domes then the plated ranks, and had the Artenis turn their attention from works of art to outfitting each soldier of the sun with the very finest armor, halberd, and bow. Jiran, who in his early years was a strong Sun King, defending the Sun Dome from the encroachment of the other tribes and the derangement of the machines, but who became greatly allied and ordered the spilling of much blood in the Sun's name, threatening to bring a twilight time upon us. They said it several times. The Liberator still has to prove himself, I guess. As a Sun King, at least. Alright. Guys. With that much history, I actually think I would call it a day. Let me see. I mean, I have to fast travel to a fireplace. I really did good here. I mean, ignoring this part, I'm really not sure how much hunter lunch stuff I will do. What were you? What are you? Collateral. Let me just... Maybe we'll do this first down? I'll go to the Spurflanes to find Alden's family. Yeah, sure, why not? I've been here before. Kinder. Because then we could go to this campfire. I really like that this area was pretty much completed. So yeah, having this side quest here, completing the side quest, and then, I don't know, going further this way. Don't ask me, I don't think so much ahead. I just think I would like to travel here, save very quick, and call it a day. So we can start with this quest next time, as I just said. And then I will see what we do next. Woo! I don't know, did we do some progress? I think so. And several side quests. When it comes to the area itself, not so much progress, like there's still a long way to go. What the hell, loading screen? We just got completed here. Don't trick me. Oh, shit, this is... I know, I actually would like to do manual save. I'm sorry. Force of habit. Oh, exactly a month old. Can this be right? Sika Negates, level 1? Was this my first stream? That can't be entirely true. Anyhow, just save, please. Data saved. It's not far away, a little bit. Oh, is it probably up there then? Ah, this is something. We will see the next time.